This is a 6-phase table chart, and this is what my software that I use is based on. So when I show these graphs and I show where the inflammation is according to each organ, this is a chart that is based on homotoxiology. And basically, what we're showing here is a lot of the numbers I'm seeing right now with the base test are showing that people are in the 3rd and 4th phase. Now, this is the biological division. This is where diet and exercise, even though we're saying we're eating properly, we're taking our nutrients, but when the inflammation is showing in these phases, contributing to what organ it is based on, that is saying that there's more that we have to do to get our bodies in a better place. So I just want to explain that to you. Now, when people are in the 5th and 6th, this is degeneration. This is where the organs, the tissue is breaking down. And, this is telling the body is in a danger mode, basically, and that whatever you're doing, whatever your lifestyle is, if you want to be in phase 1 and 2, then there's things that you need to address to get to that place. Now, I'm going to show you a chart based on someone who came to me at the beginning of the survey, and this is a personal testing. So I'm directing her testing directly on her meridians and her inflammation. Now, when she started, it was in September of last year, 22nd. And then, as you can see, most of her numbers were in the 3rd phase and the 4th. So that was showing nutritional deficiencies. So as she addressed her nutrition, things progressed, they got better. Her areas of her urogenital, her blood, and the lymphatic drainage showed in a really good state here. So she was improving. So that just showed, well, we're looking at, of May of 2023. So, fast forward, this is going back to, let's say, okay, almost 8 months here. And then here in June, which she came back a month later, because I wanted her to really see what was happening. And she also was one of those that said, I can't wear one that often. But then when she got 2, somehow 2 was benefiting her, and she could, pretty much cope with the frequencies at 2 devices rather than 1. I don't understand that, but that's what she told me. And here she's improving in her joints. So as you can see, back when she started, her joints and her nervous system were both in the 4th phase. Well, now her nervous system and her joints are in 1 and 2 phase. So her nutrition, she is absorbing her nutrients and she is getting better. But she's still having some sleeping disorders. So here she came back to me last week. And the reason I'm showing this is because our bodies will go back and forth, and to think that you're getting worse is not the case, because we're wearing these frequencies. It's constantly scanning our body, and it's constantly seeing areas to address that need detoxification, as well as improving the tissue, the organ on a cellular level. So here, her respiratory, her cardiovascular, her digestion. So there's areas here that we're pointing out to her about her stomach. And that's also, she's been doing that, and it's allowing the absorbency of the nutrients to actually do their job. And most of her numbers here are going into the 1st and 2nd phases from what she was. Now, when she came last week, why is her endocrine showing in the degenerate phase? So those are areas that I addressed and showed her what to do as far as, that's the pineal, that's the hormones. So things are showing out. And then when I talked to her even more clearly, she quit taking her thyroid medicine. So what do we say? Don't quit taking your medical, prescription if you don't have to. But when it comes to the thyroid and the hormones, that's the motor that runs the body. That is needed. So, there are glandulars, there are antioxidants that will help with your adrenals. Look at your lifestyle, meditation, things like that to calm down the pineal, to be intuitive. That's our intuitive gland. That is real important. But look at her immune system. So overall, she is improving. And this is a great report. This is a great report to show that over time, from September 23rd of last year to now, 10/5, which is a year in progress here. So we know that these devices are working. We know that the frequencies are giving people what they need. And over time, everybody has to look at their overall diet and what they're doing nutritionally. And with this note, I just want to say that, it's what we do now that prevents us to go backwards. It's what we can do now to move forward. And having the QT Twine device is a gift. It's a gift. And I am so happy to know, and with these reports, to show the progress that people are making. And now with the white device, what we're doing now is I'm getting a base reading. And then from that base, the new survey will show 2 months from now what they're going to be 2 months from now. And we'll show those reports monthly. So enjoy. Thank you.